I'm not saying this is true, but oh boy, if it is, this is something that should not be allowed. Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everyone. Hope you're all having a good day. So, Prime Video accused of buying praise for the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. I really wish they'd stop calling that because it's not Lord of the Rings. Anyway, let's get into it. Prime Video and Rings of Power is being accused of buying praise from Tolkien and the Lord of the Rings YouTubers and influencers after the show has received positive critic reviews despite massive negative reviews from viewers. You know, all those reviews that they keep on claiming are trolls and bigots and racists, yet most of the criticism basically is stating simply it's boring. Nothing to do with the identity politics in the show. They're just saying it's extremely boring. So, continuing on. All these ads. No matter how many times you try to get rid of them all. Anyway, not only has the show seen massive negative reviews, but Amazon announced a change to their review system that confirmed by a Prime Video representative to Variety, who reported that Prime Video quietly introduced a 72-hour delay for all user reviews posted to Prime Video. Oh, by the way, if you try looking up any negative reviews on Prime Video, chances are you will not be able to find them because they are ghosting them. They are not allowing you to look at any negative reviews on their website. The reviews are also then evaluated to determine whether it's genuine or forgery by a bot, troll, or other breed of digital goblin. So glad I decided not to watch this show. Now, YouTuber George the Giant Slayer posits that Amazon, or that Prime Video, has been buying praise from Tolkien, the Lord of the Rings, and the Lord of the Rings YouTubers. He first points out the numerous influencers Prime Video also used in an attempt to hype the show up when they flew them to Mallorca, or to a castle in Mallorca, to view the first official trailer for the series. Next, George the Giant Slayer points to the numerous influencers repeating the same talking points after meeting with the showrunners Patrick McKay and JD Payne at an event in London. However, the most damning evidence comes from the YouTuber Hello Future Me, who polled his subscribers back in August asking whether he should take sponsorship from Amazon for a video of the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, when it premieres. The YouTuber asked, "How do you feel about me taking a sponsorship from Amazon for my video on Rings of Power when it premieres? If they get any say in what I say, if they don't say or get any say." Jesus, I can't read tonight. I'm sorry, folks. "If they don't get any say in what I say, I'm conflicted. It's free money for a video I was going to do anyway, but I really don't want to seem as an Amazon shill at all." He followed that post up, sharing an email he sent to Amazon that notes if he does indeed do the video, Amazon has no veto power over what I say in regards to commentary. This will actually make the video more authentic and make my audience more likely to trust my thoughts on the show. Hello Future Me notes that after sending this email, Prime Video ghosted him. LOL, Amazon ghosted me as soon as I said they couldn't pay me to control what I say about Rings of Power. Not a good look. I'm genuinely excited for House of the Dragon, though. So they ghosted him after he said, "You will not control what I say about this show. If you are going to give me a sponsorship, You're going to be receiving my honesty and not just blind shilling. George the Giant Slayer commented on the revelation saying, "Trust is hard earned, but once you lose it, it almost never comes back. This is not a good look for Amazon Prime Rings of Power, but it's to be expected. They knew exactly what they had." So essentially he's saying that Amazon knew that their show was not going to be well received, so they're essentially paying people off to say good things about the show. He continued, and that's why over the last few weeks you're getting this entire avalanche of cataclysm of articles that are coming out and attacking not only the Fellowship, not only all the fans, but they're attacking the professor. They're calling him a racist. Talking about Tolkien. He then closed the video saying, "They're bleeding inside. They are losing because if they are truly winning, you don't care what anyone says. You're like, you don't like it? Great. You think it's butchered? Wonderful. When you're winning, you know it and you don't need affirmation from anyone else." And that is a good point, folks. If they were winning, guess what? They wouldn't be calling us all racists. They wouldn't be calling us all bigots. They wouldn't be saying any of that. The reason why they are is because they are, in fact, losing. So when you see, whether it's a company or an individual, where they want to pay you to sing their praises and their show, or of their show, or of their product, it's like ice cream or sex. You know it's a disaster. Well, product like it's ice cream or sex, you know it's a disaster. Well, he then concludes, and if Rings of Power were a car, it'd be a lemon and we'd all understate the law, or understate, and we'd all under state law be able to return it back to the manufacturer for a full refund. Wow. George the Giant Slayer's accusations are also backed up via a report from Business Insider claiming that Amazon will find a way, regardless of actual viewership, to sound the trumpets of victory. I reported on this. The article cites an anonymous former senior Amazon Studios executive claiming the reason why it's going to succeed is because the executives at Amazon need it to succeed. If it doesn't succeed, there's going to be big questions from Amazon's chief executive officer and Andy Jassy and the board. The alleged executive added, "If we can't take this piece of IP and make it successful, why is Amazon Studios even here? It has to succeed. There's no option." So yes, folks, they're going to keep trying to claim that anybody who doesn't like it is bigoted because they have no choice but to report that this show is a success. Even though it is not. Even though people absolutely hate it because it is not a reflection of Tolkien's work, they're still going to say it is a great show because they have no choice in the matter. Heads are rolling if it doesn't turn out good. On top of this, Sci-Fi Wire Danny Roth admitted back in 2019 that the Access Media creates fake positivity in order to maintain its access. I do remember Sci-Fi Wire's Danny Roth saying that too, by the way, in a recording. He explained, here's the actual reality. Here's where we actually are in the industry if you want to talk about the, quote, access media. Every single person that wants to have access to things early, that wants to get access to those things so that traffic is drawn to their site, will on occasion. Everybody at this podcast, everybody in our industry occasionally has to play softball, occasionally has to look the other way a little bit. Everybody has to do it. Well, not everybody. Not me. I won't. in the sense that I hated a movie, but I won't say that I hated a movie, or an actor behaved a certain way, and that you don't want to put it out there that happened. Horn chimes in. Right, because you might not get that next review. Roth continues. To some degree, everybody in our industry that is a part of this quote-unquote access media has to decide which battles they want to pick. Which of the ones were, or where my voice is the one that has to get said. What do you make of these accusations that Prime Video is paying for praise? As I said, folks, if it's true, it's very damning. But it's also not surprising, in my opinion, because we already knew, as I reported from an earlier article, that they were planning on labeling it a success even before the show came out. They were going to label it a success even if it didn't even get 1 million views. It would say, oh, we got this many reviews. It had 1.8 million views in the US in the first 2 days. 1.8 million in 2 days. The rest of the world contributes to the 25 million that they claim out of 7 billion people. 25 million. That doesn't even amount to a single percent. But then again, there are a lot of children out there and people who are in countries and people who don't watch this stuff or have access to it. So yeah, there's that. But even out of, say, 1 billion Tolkien fans, which there are, not a lot of people watched it. The majority of Tolkien fans didn't even watch it. And the majority of people who did watch it most likely said the same damn thing over and over. It's boring. There's a reason why the audience score is so low on Rotten Tomatoes, folks. And there's a reason why the critic score is so very high. Because they are paid. Folks, they're bought and paid for. What more do you need to hear? Anyway, that is going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think? What do you think, knowing now that they have been bought and paid for? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below, folks. This has been Orange Hat Reviews. Stay humble.